MK Sethi. I am going to give information about the electrochemical supercapacitor, the theoretical background. So, what is electrochemical supercapacitor? The electrochemical supercapacitor is called a electrochemical capacitor which store energy using either ion adsorption, that is electrochemical double layer capacitor, or a fast redox reaction pseudo reactions or pseudo capacitors. So typically the application of supercapacitors are used in electronics, power system, regenerative braking system, automotive and other electronics. In electronics like small gadgets, they need instant power, and that can be provided by electrochemical supercapacitors. Then power backup systems. In power backup system, sometimes there is a surge power is there. So for that time, it require a supercapacitor for giving a huge power. Then the regenerative braking system. In case of a regenerative braking system, the electro uh, the vehicles produces a large number of electric current in the device, and that cannot be stored in a battery of that vehicle. So that power can be instantly stored in a supercapacitors. Then automotives and other electronic devices, they need a supercapacitors. So this is a graph of specific power versus specific energy. In this graph you can see the capacitor has a high specific power, but energy density is low, whereas a fuel cell has a moderate energy density and high power density, whereas electrochemical supercapacitors or supercapacitors have high specific density and high energy density. So these are applicable for the various applications. The batteries are highly storage of energy, cheaper and more developed, whereas supercapacitor higher power, free of maintenance and more environmental friendly. So supercapacitor have charging and discharging time are very small, that is of some fraction of second. So they can be instantly charged and they can be instantly discharged, whereas batteries that can be require large number of time for charging and large number of time for discharging. So this is the main difference between battery and supercapacitor. The type of capacitor are electrostatic, electrolytic and electrochemical. So we are discussing about the electrochemical capacitors. The electrochemical capacitors are of a symmetric, asymmetric and hybrid. So the symmetric capacitors or double layer capacitors are of three types: the activated carbon electrode, carbon aerosol electrode and carbon nanotube electrode. And again the activated carbon electrodes are aqueous types and organic types, whereas the symmetric pseudocapacitance can be of conducting polymers or metal oxide, and hybrid are of the combination of the symmetric and asymmetric capacitance, mean that capacitance or that capacitor have the electrodes of a composite of polymer, either oxides or carbon material like carbon aerogel, carbon nanotube, carbon nanosheets, and so on. There are two types of capacitors or electrochemical capacitor. One is a double layer capacitors and another is a pseudo capacitance. In case of a double layer capacitance, there is a formation of a double layer on the electrode. So this capacitor is called a double layer capacitors, and this layer is called as a Helmholtz double layer. Whereas in case of a pseudo capacitance, there is a formation of a Faraday reaction. So that is a reduction or oxidation reaction, that is called redox reaction. So this happens mainly in metal oxides, sulfides, hydroxide or conducting polymers like polyaniline or polypyrrole. This reaction in case of a double layer capacitance, this happens in activated carbon electrode, carbon nanotubes or graphene sheets. So this is the main difference between the capacitance in the electric double layer and the pseudo capacitance. Next one is the capacitor's performance. Capacitor's performance are mainly depends on the material, geometry, separator, electrode design and the construction. In case of electrode material, the capacitance or the capacitor performance is depend on the conductivity. For example, if the conductivity of the electrode material is increased, there is a charge transfer can be easily take place. Surface area, larger the surface area, there is a larger the sites to for the charge storage mechanism. Pore size distribution, larger the pores there is a or the voids in the electrode material, so there are more chances to penetrate the electrode inside the electrode and there is a chances to increase the capacitance. Then density also, density affect the energy density. Larger the density, lower the specific capacitance will be there. Then 4 volumes also, wettability, then purity, crystallinity, particle size and shapes. Smaller the particle, larger is the capacitance. Shape is also depends on the sheet like material have or the flex types have a large capacitance. Then charge carrier type, what kind of charge carrier present in that material is affect the capacitance or the charge radius. If there is a lithium, so lithium can be easily transferable than the sulfide ion. So this is a difference. Then geometry of electrode thickness, density and binder additive. If there is a binder present in the electrode material, so there is a less performance of the capacitance. Then separators, so thickness, open area, wettability. Then electrode is the conductivity and ion concentration, temperature, wettability and the range and ion sites, operating voltage, wettability, flammability and flash point purity. Then design, both electrode same material, different masses, different material, same capacitance, different material and different capacitance. Then construction, bipolar, single cell, spiral wound or the single cell prismatic, current collector and tabbing. So these are the some factors which affects on the supercapacitance performance. Thank you for the watching this video.